built with Trae Young, and this is a team that's built with young players, talented young players. They're going to have $46 million in cap space, and so Trae Young being that piece, and then CJ McCollum and Corey Christopher end up in Atlanta. But how does this end with Trae Young and his era over with the Hawks? And it's because it started in the offseason when the Hawks decided not to offer a contract extension to Trae Young. He has this season and next year $49 million player option. They decided not to give him a contract extension.
Yeah. What's good? What's happening, chat? Let's get to it. Yer. What up, chat? Okay. Hey. Another one. Trae Young. To the Hawks. To the Wizards. Good move, bad move. Let me know. How do you go from the Hawks to the Wizards? Talk to me, man. The Hawks are trading Trae Young to the Wizards for CJ McCollum and Corey Kispert. Come on, y'all. What up, chat? What's good? Talk to me. Trae Young to the Wizards? Good move, bad move, bag move. Talk to me. Yer. Yeah, the picture. What's good with the chat? You're what's happening? How we doing today? Wednesday, hump day. We a week into the new year. What's good? So much happening already. Yeah. I ain't gonna hold y'all up too long. Talk to me if y'all in the chat, man. Talk to me. What y'all think? What's y'all thoughts? Yeah. Got a couple of things to go over. Got a few videos I'm ready to break down with y'all. But we just vibing real quick. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. We gonna hop on camera once we get a couple more people. What's good, chat? We live. What y'all think? What y'all think, man? Trae Young to the Wizards? There's so much going on. Everybody reacting to Trae Young. The era has come to a close. Let me turn this down real quick. So the Trae Young era has come to a close. Shams reported it. The Hawks finalized the deal. Sending the man. Go ahead, holla at y'all real quick, man. I'm gonna go ahead and hop on real quick. What's good with it, chat? What's happening? We back at it. We are back, yet another stream. Appreciate y'all pulling up on the boy. If y'all didn't already, make sure y'all go ahead and hit that sub button and follow all that. Man, we back with another one, man. No 2K today. We will be back with 2K on Thursday. If y'all didn't know, we do 2K on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Wednesdays is the reaction days. We're going over coverage of the NBA season, what's happening, what's going on. And we're covering some of the Ballislife action, some of the YouTube space, what's going on in the space right now. So y'all already know. If y'all didn't know already, it's your boy Behind the Bricks. I'm tapping in. Wherever you tuned in from, make sure y'all hit that follow button. But can't believe it, bro. Social media is reacting. Trae Young era has come to a close. Shams reported it live late today, y'all. He let us know that the Hawks finalized the deal sending star guard CJ McCollum and Corey Kispert over to the Atlanta Hawks for Trae Young. And now Trae Young is headed to Washington. This is crazy to me, right? Like, it came out earlier this week. Trae Young has said Washington Wizards was his preferred destination and they were working on the exit. And who knew that it would drop on a Wednesday, middle of the week, Trae Young getting traded. So everybody's looking at it like, what are y'all thoughts when it comes to the Trae Young situation? Was this a good move by the Hawks? Was this a good move by Trae Young? Was this a bad move or a bad move if you're Trae Young? If you talk to me, if I'm looking at it right, I'm looking at it personally from the vantage point of Trae Young saying, hey, I don't want to be here anymore. So with him saying that he didn't want to be in Atlanta anymore, I think it was pretty clear there was some bad blood. Why, though? Also, with the emergence of Jalen Johnson, I think it was pretty clear that the Trae Young era was coming to an end in Atlanta. I said it in the past. I said it. I thought that Jalen Johnson was a huge player for this team, and I knew that he was going to be a really good player. I never knew that he will reach where he is now. He's going to be I think he could be an all-star this season. So it's interesting to see everything and how it's kind of playing out, right? But what do y'all think? What are y'all thoughts? Do y'all think this is a good move, bad move by Trae Young? I see some reactions online right now. People are talking about Trae Young got traded for Steve Urkel and a pink starburst with no draft picks. It is actually really interesting to me that Trae Young actually got traded for 0 draft picks, bro. Like, I didn't think that would be the case, right? I'm looking at a couple of these reactions right now. Let's see if I can pull a couple up for us. This is awesome, though. I could not believe this, right? Like, this is breaking news in the league right now. And I think what he did for the Atlanta Hawks franchise was crazy, right? But we're seeing right now the league is moving and shifting a little bit more into players that can do a little bit of everything. And you got to play defense right now in this new day and age. And I think I saw like some crazy stat that like the Hawks are up, right? Like they have more wins on the season with Trae Young or without Trae Young than with him. And I think that said everything it needed to say. So Trae Young scored or assisted on 48.1 points per game in his career. And that's the second most in NBA history behind Luka Doncic. So when you look at that, he scored or assisted on 48.1 points per game in his career, second most in NBA history behind Luka. And they both were traded almost a year apart. They also were traded for each other. Isn't that crazy? If you have not learned anything about the NBA this season, last season, history, whatever, it is that nobody is safe. And Trae Young is the most recent example of that. it's wild. It's wild to me. So Trae Young is now out in Atlanta. It- that's wild. But when you really look at what the Wizards did in this move and in this situation, they started with Bradley Beal. They traded him for CP3 and 6 seconds, 4 swaps. Traded CP3 for Jordan Poole and a 2030 first round pick. Then they dumped Poole's salary for CJ McCollum. And then they traded CJ McCollum, which his contract was expiring, for Trae Young. Hey, I cannot be mad at the moves that the Wizards are making. They have a ton of young assets right now. And adding Trae Young to that mix is going to be so good for that team. It's just still, I'm still in disbelief, right? It says a lot. I saw reports. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off. Um, I saw reports that there were three players on NBA teams this season, right? That teams did not want. Trae Young being one of them, LaMelo Ball being another, and John Morant. When you see what Trae Young was traded for, I think that his value in the league has dipped. And I think that the Atlanta Hawks couldn't have gotten more for him in previous years. Excuse me. So getting Trae Young for CJ McCollum and Corey Kispert is great front office work, I think. Like, shout out to the Wizards. So if you're a Wizards fan at home, you're winning right now. But the momentum that Trae Young brought to the franchise in Atlanta was good, JC. Bro, Wizards made such a solid move. No picks, right? No picks, JC. They just got Trae Young. You know what I mean? Like CJ McCollum contract is expiring, and you get Corey Kispert, you give him away, bro. You just give him away, and you're like, yeah, I'll take Trae Young. So it's gonna be interesting to see what they do and what type of money um, he demands in the offseason. Uh, it's crazy. So let's run that timeline back. Exactly. Yes, Kispert is not bad at all. Like you definitely get him. That bro, it's a good move. I mean, I think both teams essentially win. Um, because the Hawks clearly wanted to move on from Trae Young. There's no question about that. And when you think about what the Wizards did, June of 20 June 25th of 23, they had Bradley Beal, moved on Chris Paul, moved on Jordan Poole, moved on to CJ McCollum, and now they have Trae Young. How do you go from Bradley Beal, which was one of the, in my opinion, at the time, one of the worst contracts you can have on your roster? You get Chris Paul. You turn Chris Paul into Jordan Poole. You turn Jordan Poole into CJ McCollum, which was a great move by them. And then you get Trae Young, right? Let's see what JC talk about. I think he thrives in Atlanta with the young, right? If you're the Wizards, who could you trade for better? Come on. There's nobody in the league right now that you could trade for that's better. And keeping your picks, bro, that's a player move, bro. If you ask me, that's player. That's how you keep it P in the league, if you ask me, bro. So the Wizards have now fleeced the league, if you ask me. Wow. This is crazy. This is I still am in disbelief. Um I see reports around saying that Trae Young is one of the most disrespected players in the world, maybe of all time. Um, and they said he got traded for a washing machine and a semi-pro. That's wild. Um, this is actually amazing though. I love it. So again, this is breaking news, chat. This is breaking news, right? Let me go ahead and pull this up for you guys so you guys can go ahead and read along with me. I'll go ahead and bring an article for you guys to take a look at. Um, so this is the article I'm looking at right now. Shout out to Trae Young throwing up the deuces. Um, but Trae Young traded officially to the Wizards. Yo, right? Like I think that this is actually you're spot on. I think that this is the start of a very active and aggressive trade deadline in the NBA this season, which we all love to see. Like, if you don't like seeing an aggressive trade deadline, are you really an NBA fan? Like, do you really like watching the league? So Trae Young has been with the Atlanta Hawks since 2018, and he was traded at the time for Luka Doncic. Since then, Luka has become the franchise player for the Dallas Mavericks, who was traded overnight to the Los Angeles Lakers, and we see now he's playing. The Lakers are what, a top 4 team in the league right now. It doesn't really feel like it. Does not feel like the Lakers are a top 4 team right now, but they are. And so for a long time they were talking about it. It was a rumor saying that Trae Young was going to get traded from the Atlanta Hawks, and now we have it. Trae Young has been traded for CJ McCollum and Corey Kispert, and so that's where I'm looking at right now. They're giving us an active grade on this trade. Let's see. So the Wizards' interest in Trae Young makes a lot of sense. For one, the former Atlanta GM who brought Trae Young to the Hawks is now working in Washington in their front office. So beyond that, it made sense for Washington to bring an all-star shot creator after drafting so many play finishers during the start of their rebuild. When you think about their roster right now, they got Rishashir. They have a young Trey Johnson. They have Chris Middleton is on that roster as well. Um, they have a few other players too. If y'all have any names, that would be dope to drop them here. So he's one of the most elite passers in the league right now. He has a 45.4% assist rate, and he leaded the NBA in that category for 2 seasons. Um, so that's really good. So when you look at Alex Sarr, that's really good. Um, he's the number 2 overall pick in 2024. And I think that he's going to help. Trey Johnson as well. I already said it. That's who I was thinking. By Lau Koulibaly, also another young player that they have over there in Washington. So yeah, I think the real reason that players are moving on or teams are moving on from players as well, like it goes vice versa. You have to think about their ability or inability to play defense. And Trae Young is an undersized point guard who never really has been a high effort defender. So it really compromises teams on the defensive end. And Jake, you really talk about it. Let's talk about it. How long would Trae Young actually be in Washington? He has a player option after what? After this season. So for the 2026-2027 season, he has a player option. And that player option, he could, accept it, decline it. He could try to go get more money. And that's where I feel like, again, you guys seeing in the title, is this a bag move or a bad move? And I think that this is a bag move, right? I think that he's going to go get that bag, secure the bag first, and then go look to win a championship after. So when you think about this overall grade for Washington, it's not going to really ruin their tank for 2026. Their first pick or their first round pick is top 8 protected. So if they don't get top 8, it's going to go to the Knicks. So uh, I think Young is still in his prime right now. And, this was really good move by Washington, considering the value in the market for Trae Young. So overall, I'm seeing on this article here, they're giving the grade A minus, which I could agree with. I think that the Wizards trading for Trae Young is definitely a B plus, A whatever you want to call it. That's a great move, right? So let's look at the Hawks, kind of how they stack up. They wanted to get out of the business of Trae Young. He had a $49 million contract, and next year they didn't want to play that. He also has missed a lot of games, hasn't played a lot for this team, and so when he's on the floor, they posted a negative zero point 0.3 net rating with him off the floor and a negative 7.8 net rating with him on the floor. So Jalen Johnson, as I mentioned, Hawks are up and coming now. They have flexibility. That's facts. Jalen Johnson, I already talked about it, up and coming All Star. Um, so they're gonna really have a good opportunity to add some high upside talent in the 2026 draft. They got a lot of flexibility. You get not want to pay Trae Young 50 million, 40 million per season, especially if you're not gonna play defense. But when you gotta look at it, they don't really have a lot of juice, right? Now, where are you gonna fill that gap? That's where I'm really concerned or really curious to see how they respond from this. So overall, the Hawks it's a B move right now, right in this moment. But when you look at the upside or the flexibility or the moves that they can make after this could be an A plus move, bro. This could really be a good move. You're right on, JC. My man, no ball. I see y'all folks no ball over here. So appreciate y'all tapping in with me right now. Even though we not, oh shoot, even though we're not playing 2K, we definitely still got the hoops rocking. So thank you. That's a lot better. Um, but they're doing me dirty right now. Stop it, bro. I could talk hoops 24/7. That's facts. Okay, so now I'm about to see what they're saying around the league right now. I'm about to tap in with my guy, Famous Los, see a couple of the reactions that we have right now around the league, see how people are feeling about this trade. So I'm gonna probably tap in with one of the funniest people on the net right now. Uh, see what he got to say. I can't hear anything, so chat, bear with me as I figure this out. Bro, chill. Oh, there we go. There are holes in me, chat. My computer just doesn't want to agree with me. So let's see. Yo, Skid Row is crazy. Skid Row is crazy, Los. Come on, talk to me. They did. Um, they play pickup every game, dog. Come on, bro. What y'all think? They play pickup? Facts. Facts. That's hilarious. Chat what y'all think about that. Do y'all think that they just playing pickup over there? Yeah, I think they just playing pickup over there. But also, do y'all think that CJ McCollum could be on the move? That's also something to think about, right? Like I think that the Hawks make this move. You could keep Kispert, right? And then you think about CJ McCollum, he got an expiring contract. Now you can find a third team to get involved, or you could flip CJ to another team and get some more value for a young team and a young roster that you already have. So I think that we should be on the lookout right now because CJ McCollum could actually be on the move post this trade. So shout out to Los though. He's hilarious. I want to go to this video really quick. Bro, dapping up. He like, I'm out of there. We up out of there. He like, yeah, bro. Yeah, DC, I'm out of here. Love, bro. Nah, it's wild when you get traded mid game, bro. You're in the third quarter, but also look at that post real quick. Look, I'm gonna turn the volume off real quick, but look at that, bro. The Hawks are up 19 points against the Pelicans. If that doesn't say anything, bro, like, come on, bro. That says a lot about just the stature and the status of this organization, where they're headed, the momentum that they have, and how they're playing without Trae Young. They're basically saying, bro, like, we can ball without you. What's the y'all got me on. Let me see it. Let's see it. I'm gonna pull it up real quick. This is what they're saying to Trae Young right now. But this is also what Trae Young is saying to this team, bro. Listen to me. Listen real closely to what Trae is saying to them and what they're saying with Trae. Right now, just by that move, we're up, 19 points? Come on, bro. Hey, yo. Yo, this is what they said. Yeah. That's what Trae said. I'm hitting them trays. Yup. 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 Love. Don't mean Jack. Feeling. Facts. My back, yeah. What? That's what Trae talking about. Talk to him, Trae. Now I got a ball without you. Now I got a ball. Yeah. What? Yeah. What? All right. Hilarious though. That's what Trae talking about. That is what Trae is talking about. Now I got a ball without you. But vice versa. At the same time, the Hawks saying the same thing. They got a ball without him. They got to move on. The Trae Young era is over. It was cute. It was fun while it lasted, bruh. But Time to get back to this action, bro. So I do like what he did when he was there, though. He DC now. It's time to turn up. You see, Lethal. He said he understand it now. I understand it now too. These was buckets, bonafide, straight bucket work. Woo! Come on, man. It's the crazy, man. Big shot. Ice Trae. That's tough. Okay, so I think it's safe to say Trae Young is moving on. Go ahead and get some Trae Young highlights real quick. He is a bucket. We all get it. We all know it. Come here, boy. Here's a bucket. Hey, Twin Twin. Hey, Twin, step back. Talk to me. Cash. Oh, from the logo. Ooh, fake behind the back. That rondo into the floater. Ooh, another one. Bro, he did this for a living, bro. Straight. But that's the thing, bro. When you look at Trae Young and what he does, he is a bucket. But I think the writing was on the wall. Trae Young was a little bit more worried about his brand. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with this. Like Trae Young was thinking about his brand a couple of years back when he made the transition and the change to leave the Adidas brand and go with Jordan. You got to think about things like that. Trae Young is about building his brand and about doing what's best for him. And I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad at him at all, bro, because in this day and age, you have to. You have to. You have to be thinking about that. You have to be thinking about what your next move is gonna be, how your career is gonna end, how much money you gonna make. But bro, it's a bucket. That and then out with the left was tough, bro. That hang dribble pull up is tough, bro. I ain't even need to do nothing, bro. Play defense, step up. Ooh, come on, bro. Hand down, man down. Nutmeg, big lay. That's smooth, though. That's smooth now. I say it for yo. Come on, man. Step up. Uh, for 40. I love Trey Young's game, bro. Like, I can't talk about this enough, right? And it's really good. And I think that he's a very exciting player to watch, right? But I'll talk about it, right? I'll talk about it since we're watching it, right? Like one thing about these highlights I'm seeing, right? I'm seeing a player that is ball dominant. I'm seeing a player that has to have the ball in his hands. When you look at Trae Young and his pedigree as a player, he's very ball dominant. Yes, he can pass the ball well, but also the ball has to be in his hands. He also is a player that has dealt with a lot of different injuries. And so those things play against him, and he's a liability on defense. But offensively, he's going to do that. But he doesn't really help the team in any other way. You don't see Trae Young going off the ball. You don't see him coming off of a down screen, an Iverson cut, any pin downs. You don't see any elevator screens. You don't see him even like handoffs like you see a lot of times with, the Golden State Warriors and Draymond Green and Stephen Curry. You're not seeing any of that action, right? All of these plays are isolation buckets. And you can't win at a high level, in my opinion, playing basketball like this. It looks good. It looks really good, but yes, exactly. When you look at that, I think that was their effort, right? Their effort to mend that Trey Young relationship was signing DeJounte Murray and having a point guard who could create for him, play defense, play off the ball. But with injuries to DeJounte Murray, it really ended that really quickly. And then, of course, Trey Young was in and out of the lineup. But again, all of these plays, twing, 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 leg into the bucket. I get it, right? I like it. It looks good. It's fun. It's cool. I'm sure the kids at home like watching basketball like this. But if I'm looking at it from a front office perspective, I gotta be very objective and very real. It's not really creating much movement. And I think at a certain point in time, it allows the defense to it just allows them to relax, right? Like at the end of the day, unless he's really hot, you live and die with him making shots. And if he's not on, you won the game. Tough. It's just yeah, that's the biggest thing I'm watching, right? He's just and it could just be this highlight that I'm watching, right? Like